Shloka number 30. Sri K.V. Bhaskaran, a 40-year-old HR manager in corporate Chennai, lives a modest life with a homemaker wife and two school-going children. His income is just enough to cover the family's basic needs. There are no luxuries, no savings, just the essentials. Yet, every month, Bhaskaran performs an act of quiet generosity that touches many lives. On the first of each month, Bhaskaran collects rice using both his and his father's ration cards. It might be free also. He delivers 30 kg of rice to Amrita Rajagopalan, a devoted social worker who supports 57 care homes for orphans, the elderly and the disabled. Amrita distributes the rice to those in urgent need, bringing hope and sustenance to the most vulnerable. Bhaskaran has followed his practice for 3 years. This is my way of helping the less fortunate. I couldn't afford to join social service clubs due to their fees, but I found Amrita and decided to help in my own way. Unable to make cash donations, he uses his ration card as a tool for service. He also encourages others to donate their old clothes, placing free ads and speaking to people directly. We all must do our bit to help those who have less. He says, Bhaskaran's actions are not driven by desire for recognition or reward. He gives quietly, without expectation, making his work an offering of compassion and selflessness as taught in Sloka number 30 of the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma chetasa nirashir virmamo bhutva yuddhasva vikatachvara. Performing all works as an offering unto me, constantly meditate on me as the Supreme, become free from desire and selfishness, and with your mental grief departed, fight the battle of life. Bhaskaran's heart is set on helping others, and in doing so, he finds fulfillment and peace. True service is not measured by wealth or grand gesture, but by the spirit of selfless offering. The Bhagavad Gita teaches us to dedicate our actions to a higher purpose, free from attachment and expectation. Bhaskaran's quiet generosity reminds us that even small acts done with love and humility can bring light and hope to the world. When we act without selfishness, every deed becomes a sacred offering.
Somebody in this connection want to tell a small piece of the Chennai.
Could you hear what he want to say something?
I want to say something.
He wants to say something which is the same, on the same line.
What one said, Ramanarayanan, who is the reason Nityananda who was unable to convince the race, the same thing can be done with the Ramanarayanan while they go on.
Slowly.
Now, Ramanarayanan who is in Chennai, he used to take on the ration what we said Nityananda who was unable to purchase the ration from the stock. So he used to donate the ration with Nityananda. So he can't keep on doing it. So Ramanarayanan.
Ramanarayanan இதே மாதிரி ஹெல்ப் பண்றாங்க. ராமநாராயணன் ஒருத்தர் இதே மாதிரி
Ramanarayan. He is also doing the same thing. Very good. So that is the effect, It touches and kindles our connection with somebody who is involved in the same thing. That is not refining. That is a part of the refining process. Then from there, move to the ninth sloka number 34, care. In a busy hospital ward, Reshma, a nurse, moved quietly and efficiently from bed to bed. With gentle hands and a compassionate heart, she comforted the anxious, administered medicines, and cleaned up after those who could not help themselves. Whether she received a grateful smile or a grumble from a patient, her demeanor remained steady, her kindness unwavering. One day, a new trainee, overwhelmed by the demanding and sometimes unpleasant nature of the work, asked Reshma, how do you manage to do even the most difficult and unpleasant task without feeling upset or attached? Reshma replied with a warm, serene smile, I focus on the care, not on my likes or dislikes. My duty is to serve, and I do it with compassion, leaving aside attachment or aversion. If I let my personal preferences rule me, I would not be able to give every patient the care they deserve. The care they deserve. Many of you might have, many of us might have been in touch with the hospital to see somebody else. Or in our probably we also may get admitted, but at that time, do we think about the plight of the nurses? They are paid, of course, but that is why we call them sister, no? When I vomit, when the cough comes, the phlegm comes, when I suppose pass urine, think even stools, all the human waste is also removed by them. Do we ever remember? That is why I don't know now. Previously, I'm talking about 30 years back, even in a place like Wayanad, when we do that, when at the time of discharge, without knowing anybody, the patient also will do something for this as a token of their love. Some offering might not be money alone, because they touch our heart. Care. Reshma does not let his personal like or dislike, attachment or aversion influence her work. Instead, she performs her duty with equanimity and compassion, serving all patients equally, no matter how challenging the task or how the patient responds. True Karma Yoga is to serve selflessly without being ruled by personal preferences or aversions. The Gita teaches us that attachment and aversion are obstacles on the path of beauty and inner peace, like Krishna. When we rise above these dualities and focus on our responsibilities with a steady mind, we embody the spirit of selfless service and find fulfillment in our actions. Now we come to the 10th sloka, last one in this chapter. Fortitude. Shivanandan, a retired military officer from Kozhikode, lives a quiet life with his wife. Their two sons, now married, have homes of their own. But Shivanandan's true story of courage began not on the battlefield, but on the very first night of his marriage. That night, he discovered a painful truth. On the marriage day, his wife was struggling with serious mental health issues. Something her family had hidden from him. The shock rippled through both families, and everybody insisted that she should be sent back. For many, this would have seemed the only reasonable choice. What is that? Outside. But Shivananda saw something deeper. A call from fate, or perhaps as he believed the will of the divine. Instead of turning away, he embraced this new reality as his sacred duty. He took over all the household responsibilities, caring for his wife with the patience and tenderness one reserves for a child. He never let bitterness or a sense of betrayal cloud his heart. Instead, he transformed his disappointment into a lifelong act of love and service. For decades, Shivananda has stood by his wife, tending to her needs, protecting her dignity, offering her the unconditional support she could not find elsewhere. His life became a quiet testament to the power of duty performed with compassion, especially toward the vulnerable. A friend, after hearing Shivananda's story, remarked that his life perfectly illustrates the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 3, 35, slogan. Shreyan Swadharmo Viguna Paradharma Sunishtita Swadharme Nidhanam Shreya Paradharmo Bhayava. Better is one's own duty, though imperfectly performed, than the duty of another well done. Depth in carrying out one's own duty is better, another's duty is fraught with fear. A similar incident, we remember one who was working as a wireless operator in an airport. He got married somehow after probably 1 year or 6 months. We used to go there in 60s. Suddenly she developed all these problems. But the husband, religiously, he used to cook, keep everything. By the time he would have got a couple of children also, taking care, then locks the room, then goes to the office, comes back every now and then, attends to her. Patiently, without murmur, without. Shivananda could have chosen the easier path, followed society's expectation, or sought personal comfort. Instead, he chose his own dharma, his sacred responsibility as a husband, even though it was difficult and thankless. True greatness lies in embracing our responsibilities with love and integrity, even when the world does not understand. Shivananda's life is a living example of the Gita's message to perform our own duty with courage and compassion, with the highest form of righteousness. So we were going through 10 examples. 10 examples from chapter number 3. So when we go through that, we find chapter number 3 stands for how to purify our actions. Theories apart. In various fields, I react, morning, family life, professional life, social life, individual life. In these tires, when I interact with events, individuals, situations, whether the me and mine dominates or giving way for me to be, this is the question. And you also find in all these examples that they are happy, They don't say, oh, this is my lot, I have to, Joyfully, there is a sense of fulfillment in performing their duties and responsibilities.
Karma Yoga Chitta Shuddhi.
Chitta Shuddhi. So now we are putting all these things into our mind, not theory, not the shloka and the meaning. We are trying to understand the sloka through an example. Otherwise, again it comes to a shelf. It goes back to the shelf. Now Gita is coming out of the shelf. In third, for example, there are about 43 shlokas in this third chapter. We have only taken 10. with the idea that this may give us a impetus, no? A push. When we try to go through the rest of the sloka, we try to find out a suitable example which God has made us to either witness or experience or hear. And one thing we can assure everybody that when we step into this mysteriously, mysteriously it gets connected. Not because of anybody's efficiency. Yes, it is worth repeating. 3 days or 4 days back, when we sent this to one of our devotees for reviewing, in one chapter, she found that example given was not directly getting aligned with the meaning. Paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya chatushrada dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So when she sent back an email, we were searching for a new one. Suddenly, we remembered somebody telling us, not that we ever, that somebody after visiting telling us about the de-addiction center. Place also we don't know, whether it is Trichy, Trichur, or Terrichari, Puthuvarma, we have no idea. But that person who is running the establishment, he will even give them blows, corporal punishment, beat them whenever they go off the line. And after the de-addiction center course, 15 days or 21 days, they go out and his success rate is 100%. And then they go, they get employed, they get families, but and many of them are gone abroad. But when they come to India, they first to go not to their own home. They said, he is our parent who has given us a life. So though outwardly physical punishment was meted out. So when we went there to chat GPT, we only gave this idea. Either in Intelligent or in Trichur, there is a de-addiction center. Can you locate? Like this, they brought the whole thing with the details. Dr. John Mangalam, and the institution name is Punarjani, give a new life. So that's why we mention, so that means when we take one step towards these things, mysteriously the help comes from different sources and authentic. Okay, now the class begins. Anybody remember anything?
Today is both doctors.
Many doctors have come. Many doctors have come.
All are silent.
Swamiji, sorry, one thing, empathy, Swamiji.
Empathy. Example?
Sindhu sacrificing.
Sindhu shaving her head. Yes. One. Then.
Auntie said Rani and Ajay Wang. Auntie said Acha. Auntie said
Wait.
Equality, Kapoor, Rabri.
what?
Equality.
Equanimity. Example?
The Kapoor, the Rabri,
Referee Kapoor.
Referee. Okay. Referee. Very good.
That's Seva.
Huh?
That's Seva.
Next sister Seva.
Reshma.
Reshma.
Huh?
Reshma nurses.
Next, then.
Bhaskaran, giving his ration. Bhaskaran giving his ration.
Bhaskaran, ration card. Shivanandan, very good.
Then synergy, that open to. Synergy, open to.
Huh?
Ubuntu.
Ubuntu, good.
HR manager.
Huh?
HR manager.
HR manager.
HR manager is giving some office money to the food. No. HR manager.
That is ration card. KV Bhaskaran.
Reshma.
Reshma Nova.
Then,
Abhay and Rani Baba.
yeah, Abhaya, yes. 80 marks, okay, then.
You are giving marks liberally. Liberally marks you are giving.
Then anything else? Now the toughest part. Any sloga. Don't worry about the number. Any sloga.
Avitraya sadhunam vinashaya.
No, that is not here.
Nandini aunty is trying to say something. Aunty, we are not able to hear you.
Vaisarvani Karmani. Oh, very good. 30th.
Sloka number 28, Swami.
Correct. Very, yes.
Sloka number 48 also.
Then,
28.
28.
28 slogan, 28.
28. Tattvamittu Mahavaho. Good.
Sloka number 27, Swami.
27.
27.
27. Prakriti Kriyamanani. Good. Huh? 25. Okay. Sakta Karmanya Vidvanso Yatha Kurvanti Bharata. Then.
35 Shreyan.
Huh?
35.
Shreyan Sudharmo Shivananda. Okay. I think you are eligible for 50% now.
20.
20. Karmanigri Samsiddhim Astita Janagadaya. Yes. That's all. Tasmad Asakta Sasatam. Go to the chart. You can look at the chart. You see the chart. So, Janvi's desire to live like a TV, yesterday we said, that is Karmendriyani Samyamya. Then Sevak's proximity with Guru, Kofra, his ego. Evam Pravartidam Chakram. Rohan healing lies with his pocket money. Tasmad Asakta Satatam. Remembering, Dr. Abhay and Rani Bang's efforts to improve rural health. Karmanevi Samsiddhim Astita Janagadaya. Sindhu shaving her head in support of her friend who had leukemia. Sakta Karmanya Vidvansu.
Swamiji.
Ubuntu. Let us go through this. Ubuntu. That is Prakriti Kriyamanani. Kapoor, the referee, remained composed and impartial, Tattvittu Mahabahu. Bhaskaran distributing his rations to the needy, Mai Sarvani Karmani. Reshma's attitude of focusing on service rather than her personal likes and dislikes, Indriya, Ragadvesha. Shivanandan looking after his mentally unstable wife, Shreya Satharmo Guna. So this chart also helps. Because we are not very conversant with the sloga number and sloga. At the same time, we may have a book. So this will enable us to connect. That is why this chart plays an important role in our in-depth study. And gives some clues also, so that we remember, not merely the theory, no. So for every chapter there will be a chart. So that it gets ingrained, it goes inside. First reading, okay. Second reading or third reading or fourth reading will definitely get itself registered in our mind to some extent. If we follow it regularly, surely it will get stamped. Only the one reference, it will help us. So at the end of the journey, the thought, at the present day thought is that we will have these charts that will be given to anybody. Because the whole thing to send me will become a voluminous, but nobody will be able to look. Again, it will go to the shelf. Or it will go to something in the computer where we don't have access. But a chart, a chart 10 at a time. Anything you read will give you the clue also. 1 line, 2 line clues. So when we have heard it descriptively, and when we get a clue, our mind will be able to easily weave in and get connected with it. Why it is so?
Probably.
So once again, you please go through that silently, the chart.
Seventh one
Huh?
should be equality,
Correct. I was just thinking the same thing. There's a mistake in the sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Some people chart there is a mistake.
Sloga should
Chart,
Ah.
that should be sacrifice should be changed to
Come.
equality.
I couldn't hear.
Here there's a mistake. Instead of sacrifice, it should be equanimity.
Good.
Full mark. Out of.
Initially, it was put to sacrifice. Then it is not sacrifice. Yes, correct. Wonderful. Okay. So that person gets 100.
Yes, absolutely.
Then just go through, that will help us, Because we have got 10 minutes time, we will go through the second also, just the chart. You are split into, because it is 20, 10 and 10. Transformation, deployed surrender to Vinobaji, Karpunya Dosha Mahata Swabhava. Segment also we have got.
You're sharing the previous file only. Just now you're sharing the previous file only. You change the sharing.
Yes.
Second one.
Chapter 2.
Chapter 2 only.
No. You're sharing your Google Meet. You're still seeing the old file.
We are talking about
Oh, okay. Okay.
chart, you know.
But everybody is not seeing the chart. Everybody is seeing this.
Old world. Chart. So this chart has not been
Shared.
Oh, sorry. Kudus.
No, no, no.
Transformation, dacoit, surrender to Vinobaji, Karpanya dosha mahada swabhava. Then, 11th, perseverance, marine engineers, sportive spirit in failure, Ashokya and 30, inclusiveness, couple realizing aging as a natural phenomenon. Deginosmin yatha 14, positivity, papa's cheerful exit. Matras Prashastu Kauteya. Number 16, acceptance. She accepted her father's sudden passing as part of life's natural course. Nasato vidyade bhavo, nabhavo vidyade sada. 6, 17, invariant. Owner realized this was the factory, not the earth. Base. Avinashi Tadviti. Number 22, reconcile, dancer after a fall, accept new way of life, cheer.
Cheerfully.
Cheerfully, okay. Or with the cheer. Vasamsi Jirnani Yatha. We forgot to mention about the segment. That means, family, social, personal, professional, these are the segments. So that means Gita is reaching out to every segment. Please notice. Not a particular one in the cave or doing meditation in an ashram. Man on the field. Number 27, grief. Friend shared his story, mortality felt. Jadasya hi dhruvo mrityu. Then 32, conscientiousness. Employee held fast to what is right. Edirchaya Javavarna. 37, resurgence, hope kindled through timely counsel. Atva, Atova Praksisi Swarvam. Then 11, firm commitment. The officer saved lives despite grave consequences. Vyavasayatmika buddhi. Then again, integrity. By admitting his true score, the boy upheld character. Karmanyeva adhigarasthi. 48, positivity, Prabhakaran, not dispirited by failure. Yogastha kuru karmani. Selflessness, Simmi's insight sparked compassion. Durena kevalam karma. 50, excellence. Boy evaluating his own performance and job. Uddiyukto jahadiya. 55, unconditionally. A mother's love reached beyond her own family. Pradahadiyada kama. Despondency. Cricketer's anger over non-selection jeopardizes his future. Dhyayado Vishayan Pumsa. Decline. Then 63, wisdom. Partner's uncontrolled anger led to loss of perspective. Krodha Bhavati Samoha. Composure, serene through patient waiting. Prasade Sarvadukha. 70. Transcendence, mother overlooks loss of crockery. Apuryamana madara pravishtam. See now how this Gita touch in daily life. How it is slowly getting evolved, and make us accessible to not only shlokas, not only the number, not only the segment, but also the examples. What a comprehensive effort that has come out now. No clue at all. So that means it's an assurance. When we put one step forward, he brings out everything. Enables us to bring wherever, whatever is necessary. All that we need is only an initiative from our side. In spiritual language, it is called aspiration, akanksha. It's proportionate. Huh?
I could understand.
These are Muktananda.
But Padma ma'am, can you tell us what Vivekananda is telling us?
Now this is a Muktananda.
He is saying this is our Swami Muktananda Gita.
Where are we going now? We are going off the track. So let us try to understand how he facilitates us from nothing. Step by step, and finally gives us in a platter the chart. Even if we forget, suppose we start hearing it, the chant will link us to everything together. With a book on our hand and a chant in another hand, suppose we start doing it, we will start remembering the slogan, number, example, and the process of
Swamiji, இந்த புக் ஃபார்ம்ல போடுறது நல்லா இருக்குமே.
Ufamil Kota Shelter Book. The moment you put, when we were deeply involved in value-based education, you please hear, when we were deeply involved in value-based education and going here and there for sessions, one great educationist, we happened to meet him in Bangalore, and a lot of innovative ideas he gave. And then this blunt truth he gave about 15, 20 years back. You know what he said? If you want to kill an idea, write a book. Because the moment somebody gets inspired, they will buy a book. It will go to the shelf straight away. And you will even, so suppose somebody makes a mention, you will immediately say, yes, I heard about it, I have bought a book. That is why the books are not performing its role now. And nowadays people have hardly any time to go through books. But if you give something like this, one line, what do you call that? WhatsApp. 2 minutes or 3 minutes, beyond that they will not. Who wants a page, suppose you print it, each chapter will have minimum 12 to 13 pages. Imagine 18 into 12 or 13 pages, 200 odd pages. It will be a book. But suppose we give this in, nowadays you must be getting it shelf to shelf, one page. Even then people find it difficult to open it, no? Anything? இதுவா?
Swamiji, இது சின்மயானந்த பிரச்சாரம் கொடுப்பாங்க பாருங்க, எக்ஸாம்க்கு அப்புறம் அந்த மாதிரி கொடுத்தாங்க நல்லா.
சின்மயானந்த பிரச்சாரம் மாதிரி கொடுத்தாங்க, அது ஷெட்யூல் இந்த சார்ட்.
Okay, chart தானே chart போடுறோம். Chart we have prepared our charts, you know.
Yes, Swami. All the time.
That we can send. Because it's only one page, you know. Chart we can send. Those who are interested, please contact. You have to send an email. That is the touchstone, whether you are interested or not. Those who want this chart, whatever we have done, 1 and 2 and 3, that will be sent. But we want people to ask us. Only to know that they are interested. Because if we send to everybody, we don't know whether they are really interested or not.
Swamiji, I have taken screenshot.
She's saying she's taken a screenshot of it.
Huh?
She has taken a screenshot of it.
Don't believe in us. Whatever way you choose. What is needed is, this will give you, because you have heard now attentively, these 10 plus 10 plus 20, 40 examples now. Very difficult to remember at this age, agreed. But when you go through the chart, you will get connected with the example, connected with something connected with the flow. And every time we are not rushing with the chapter. So that you get a lot of time also. Okay?
Swamiji, these big examples will be translated in all languages and shared.
She's asking whether this will be translated in all languages.
Yes, it should be translated. It should be translated.
So every week like this too, if one is shared twice a week.
So now that you have asked this question, we will first translate all the charts in different languages. That is easy. The other one will take time. We will send it to everybody and request them to translate. In Malayalam, we are doing it now because there is an interactive session with some segments. So first, second, and third we have translated. So agree, what you say is right, that we can do that. But as a first step, instead of going for printing, this can be done. Translating all of the charts so that those who have heard and those who go with the book, they might get connected with the example. And whenever there is any doubt, they can always send us an email or a WhatsApp message saying that I am not clear about this example. So collectively we can do these studies. In another 1 week time, we will see how far the translation of the charts can be undertaken. 18 charts, 18 charts. Okay. Okay then. Thank you all very much for your lively participation. Hari Om, Hari Om. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om, everybody.
Namaskaram, Swamiji.
Namaskar, namaskar. Hari Om. Pranam, pranam. Pranam, pranam. Pranam, sadhu, pranam.
Namaskaram, Swamiji.
Namaskar, namaskar, namaskar. Hari Om, Hari Om.